Test 1, 2, 3. This is Battlegrounds Enthusiasts coming to you live. Thursday, what's the date today? The 2nd of July, Scrims. July Scrim 1. Please stand by, we'll be with you shortly. Okay, mic volume, mic check, we're back. Let's get into the action. So, this evening, we have a couple of teams that are going to play a bit of PUBG. And I'm your host this evening, Strider. And if you stay with me on this journey, we'll watch a bit of the action, see how it goes. Which reminds me, got to do a few things here quickly. Okay, let's go. And they're out. Let's see. Flight path. So we're on Erangel. It's 2 games of Erangel this evening. Tago, Rondo, and a Miramar. We got 3 teams currently heading towards Severny in general. Hype's gone to Georgia Pole. And the others are dispersing, but it looks like there's going to be a bit of action here close to Severny, so let's get ourselves over there. Although it's the Warwolves, I think, that are coming up here, and then the other 2 teams have spread out. So yeah, not a bad decision to maybe back off a little bit. Although 2 teams backed off, I'm not quite sure where they're going to go. We've got a Dark One grabbing a vehicle down here. And then we have also Morado. He's going to go with his friend, with his buddy pal. So they're going to go for something else. And I think it was Viper Squad. Oh, yes. So Rusty Coral, he managed to get hold of a gun, and Viper decided to go really long all the way to Georgia Pole. This is going to be quite tough for them. I mean, if Hype 2 act fast here, they could potentially put a bit of pressure on this team. There is a 2-seater and there is a motorbike now. They're gonna get in that motorbike, and they should be okay. Let's just keep an eye on it. Irene's running over the bridge, but it's just too far, I reckon, for that team to do anything about it. So yeah, I think they're gonna be fine. We've got Gamehaven Blades. They've taken up military complex, Sosnovka Island, and there's the first action. Kurachuki gets Benny. So let's see where that's happening. Looks like a job in Pachinki. Let's get ourselves here quickly. Oh yeah, these boys are fighting. Oh, Adrenalis in trouble, yeah? Do they have... Jake is still up. Finds a Faust. Gets a knock. Kill. Oh no! Gets a kill. But he gets eliminated by a 0. And that's out. What first team to be out? Shocking turn of events. But they were fighting for the ownership of Pochinki. But I see Fishgut Salad is hiding in here as well. This is interesting. Let's have a quick look. He's aware of the fight. I'm not sure why he split off from his team as he is, but here he is. We'll zoom out a little bit, see what else is cooking. Yeah, Zerotic's a very strong team on any given night. But Adrenalis, very good team that won the last tournament, monthly tournament. So very good outcome there for Zerotics. Unlucky for Adrenalis, and they're going to be reflecting on that, I'm sure. Let's see if Fishgut Salad picks up. He does. I'm not aware of him here. They are now. And he's going to have to be careful how he goes about it. But the rest of the team are pulling in. He's probably just communicated to his team. He's been reading the kill feed, and he knows the situation in town. And they're only 2 players up. So that player was most likely going for the revive. So they are most likely going to be looking at seeing if they can get the kills on these 2 guys. And that's going to be, if they do, that'll be Zerotics out, which will be another big upset. And that'll put Pleb G in a really strong position. As I mentioned on Sunday with the tournament, Pleb G have taken, or have the good fortune of having Fishgut Salad, offering them some very good IGL services and coaching, and it seems to be paying off because they've caused quite the bit of upset at times. In other places, teams are now starting to rotate into zone. These should be accelerated. Sorry, not accelerated, but rather a lower wait time on the first circle forming. Everything else is as per normal. Because there's a lot of open space, and as you can see, you know, there's a lot of real estate that's unclaimed, and we've got a drop. Where did I see that drop? Just here somewhere. It's still coming down. Let's see if we can spot what's in the crate. What's in here? Oh my word. It looked like a lynx. I'm gonna get seasick, so here we go. So okay, we've got some rotations happening tonight in House Omega. We have Deathmark, Recognition, Zero Maestro, and Rembo Twitch TV. And as always, this is a placeholder team. It's a placeholder team, which means that they don't ordinarily play together. But we've had some surprising results, even with these teams. See, Fury's going straight through into the center. Have no fear. They should be called No Fear, perhaps. Let's see what other people are up to. That's speak of the devil. So we have Anonymous. I guess he's thinking there's very likely a team in the city because it's close to flight path, and it's just trying to scout a bit and see if they can potentially do well from that. We can see Hype 2 is coming in towards, is it Saverni now? From this backside. Where did I see him? Meanwhile, the Warwolves have geared themselves to the absolute hilt. I don't see them in the free camera view there. Well, this is Fear, of course, but Type 2 was not far away. They're doing some swapping and so on. Dead shot. Let's see what they're all up to. Okay, we've got some interesting loadouts here. MP5 and a VSS. What's the rest of the team running? Bolt, MP5, a Bolt, M4, and another SMG and a Dragunov. Nice stuff. Meanwhile, Fear have no fear, and they are digging tunnels and trenches in what they probably think is going to be one of the ultimate battlegrounds for this circle. But we'll see soon enough. Meanwhile, Pachinki, what has it gone quiet here? Zerotix have left, I think. They've rotated, and so have Plebji. Plebji now just at the foothills of Mount Everest, sussing out the world. So yeah, it is a Thursday night scrim. We typically have spots for another couple of teams. Oh, but we are getting shots. They're shooting each other. We do typically have spots during our scrims. So if you like what you see and you'd like to come and play in a space where you can play with either your team or join a new team, come on over to the Discord or go check out the website, bet-gaming.org. All the information's on there. This is interesting. So we've got Fishgut now pursuing the cars. This is a bad... Oh, this could be bad. He's got the entire team. No health. Oh, but they've set up the perfect trap. Because look at these angles. They've got two players on that side of the bridge already. And he's drawn them like a moth to a flame. Grunt Kaze down already. To Cinder, he's going to try and get him back up here. I think he's going to get the revive off. But this is going to be tough for them to get out of this one. This is typical Fishgut IQ player. Literally creating and ensnaring the enemy. And Sigma Squad are in a bunch of trouble here. We're gonna have to see. It's not looking good. Saimsuke already out. Now here comes GH Blades in the rotate. And they might get involved. So did we now actually lose this team? No, we've got Nemesis, and he's just gonna lay low. They are looking for him. I don't know if they know that they were 4 or 3. Maybe they... No, they are searching. They are searching. KMEL is swimming to see if he can spot anything. But so far, nothing. Ooh, and Zerotix. Ooh, what, where, when? Look at this. You've got Mubdi, and you've got... Is your biscuit? Oh dear. We've had an elimination. Viper Squad have been caught out there by House Omega. Apologies that I've missed that action. This was on the rotate as well. So unfortunately we've missed that fight, but let's see what's going on back over on the bridge side of things. Oh, that's perfect. He's just laying absolutely low. Hopefully they think he's managed to swim away or something and they let it be. Maybe Zerotix can start shooting at them as well, giving the last survivor of House Sigma, sorry, not House Sigma, Sigma Squad some chance. There is a House Sigma team as well, which is why a slip of the tongue. And what are they shooting at here? Chips? Boys, come on boys. Oh, that is so nasty. It's only scrims. Oh, that's generating some real bad blood right there. That is not good for your karma, I would say. So they've destroyed 2 chips there. Oh, and here we go. Now they might think that is the last player, but it's they're going to discover that it's not. Oh, Mabdi goes down. What else is happening here? His teammate is really far away. He's not going to be able to support that. Not sure about that setup in terms of attack. They also didn't get their teammates revived, so they were just a duo. Probably would have done best to just try and sneak into zone and get more position. But here comes Mora for Hype Tour. They're descending down here to pass this part of the map. They're going to get shot at by Plebg. They're going to get shot at by Blades. Blades have taken this little compound. They seem healthy and fit. Mercilicious. And he's got himself a nice M4, MK12 loadout. Trying to get some info on what's happening outside. It does get a little crampy in these compounds. But you know what? There's no need to go and look for trouble. Always, you know? But Plebg really playing very smart this evening, and the teams are going to have to be on the lookout. So, double drop towards the northwest. Let's see what's happening elsewhere. We've got Fear still doing their thing. And they are very close to these drops. At least they are close to one. And I think they're going to go pick that up. They've done some excavation on the hillside here. Not the same hill as the previous one. But they know about it. They know where it is. They're creating themselves little pockets of resistance. Let's see, what do we have in these crates then? Because they're definitely going to be picking this up. And Mora manages to catch the last player of Zeretix, I think. That's an MG3. Bravo. Very nice stuff. And in this one, MK14. These boys are going to be loving the loot from those crates, and they of course get a helmet and a vest as well. Okay. Meanwhile, Hype, they've set up digs in this tiny compound here, and they too seem healthy. They've got some nice, let's see what weaponry they're sporting this evening. Kharki running Ace-32 with a bolt, MP5 bolt, MK12 AUG, another bolt SMG. The Wolves also got a drop somehow. This must be from an earlier drop. And they're near the crash site, plane crash site. But Omega are on the crash site. I wonder if they hear this vehicle. I think that is an older drop. So yeah, the circle is closing. There's still 8 teams up. They might be looking at coming here, so this will be interesting to see. They're definitely looking in the right direction for a fight. Oh, and he gets a heck of a tag off on the player. Dead shot, nearly dead. And Zero catches Griffin. So they think there's 2 knocks. Well, they had 2 knocks. One's already back up. But they're going to start piling pressure on this. Oh, and Deathmog from the wide angle catches a and they get another. And it's not only John T up. Now we know that, oh, and there they are eliminated. It goes to House Omega. It all started with a good knock from the bolt action, but here comes Blades, and Rembo catches one of the Blade members. Man, House Omega are here to play PUBG. Mercy goes down. They have a BDRM as well. Where did that come from? So they're just going to try and get to zone. Unfortunately, Sparrow and Rusilius are knocked. NK is just running for his life. They're getting shot at from far side. Sigma Squad, sole survivor Nemesis is trying to get him in just in. Unfortunately there, Broswell gets NK. So that is a wipe for GH Blades as well. Nemesis doing his best here, and he's done really well to get out of that very sticky situation that they got into on the bridge. But meanwhile, Hype are nice and happy in their digs. They have what is almost the only compound left in circle. Not quite, but almost. Broswell searching for enemies, staying active. Let's have a look here then. Who else do we have moving about? Hype Tour. Or up to what? Let's have a look what they're doing. Somebody's shooting over on this side. I think it's Fear that have... No, not quite sure who's shooting there. There we go, it's Pleb G, of course, finding everybody. Ah, but Rusty finds Use Your Brain. He's quite taken up quite the forward position here. But he's pretty much isolated. And he gets knocked, and this is going to be a problem for them. If only their teammates were a little bit closer, they could have traded some knocks there. But where... Was he the last survivor of that team? No, he wasn't. It's over there. There we go. Mora that's left, and Mora now in trouble. He's shooting down at him. Oh. And the car goes a little bit out of his way. You can use it as cover, but can't drive it anywhere. And meanwhile, Hyper listening to all that's going on and seeing if they can spot anything. There you go. Broswell. Oh, what a shot by Broswell. He finds a headshot through the tiniest of pixels right through the trees, and Zero Maestro has zero chance against that bullet from the Car 98. But they're gonna get the revive surely. It's yeah, no, they're gonna get this revive off. They're on the edge of zone, and Hype have some pretty nice real estate, but I'm really liking the odds of Fear and Pleb G up on the high hills now. They're going to be able to scout a lot and get a lot of information. They have a slightly higher risk factor, but they also have a much higher chance for picking up these kills on stragglers such as Mora, who's the last one on Hype Tour, if he gets spotted. They should know that he's here somewhere. They are on the hunt. And they must know that he's somewhere on the edge of this blue, because they didn't get the kill yet. But I think Swifty has spotted, yeah, he spotted a player from Pleb G, and they being a bit cautious, I suppose, and he's been spotted back. So very interesting dynamics here going on. The whole team is in the BDRM. Its health is a little low. Don't know if they have anybody with repair kits. It would seem not, but they do have a stun weapon. And now Fear sees the BDRM coming up, and they're gonna have to. Oh, but they're getting shot at from Pleb G as well. They're gonna have to decide how they want to do this. Come on, boys, you're gonna have to lower health of this BDRM. Oh, and Use Your Brain gets a headshot onto Melee. That was a phenomenal headshot because he wasn't even standing still. And he's trying to get the flash. Oh, and he's not unloaded. Swifty gets 56 damage tag back onto him. Sigma Squadron is eliminated. So that would be, oh, Broswell found Nemesis, the last remainder of the Sigma Squad. But he's done well. There's 5 teams up, which means they take 6th position. And, you know, that's a couple of points on the board. Use Your Brain finds Sparky. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The top teams remaining For the last 4 remaining, Hype, House Omega, Fear, and Pleb G. But here comes Fear. And Anonymous catches Fish Gut Salad. KMEL caught Millie. So they've taken a knock on both sides. Oh, if he's not careful, he's going to go down as well. But no, he's okay. Everybody taking a bit of cover. It's Anonymous been knocked. Sparky's been knocked. So fight not going their way right now, but if they can get it, or he's almost, just won't get into the. He's got 1. Oh, does he get 2? Oh, he had the jammer. He was doing pretty well, but unluckily they fall short. Pleb G running away with it now. Hyper sitting, watching all of this at range. Meanwhile, Omega, with their BDRM, are just doing a bit of chilling. Getting some more crate loot. Let's see what they're looking at, and what would Pleb G do now? Wow, look at that. 4, 8, 10 kills for Pleb G. They're already on 10 kills. And Chris Cross has spotted some of the Omega players out and about. And I think he's managed to tag them up a little bit. I'm going to play this circle. Essentially, these 3 teams, 1 down in the valley, 2 up on the hills. I wouldn't be surprised if Hype gets a bit bullied here, because on the next zone, they have to move. And you got 2 teams dug up very nicely. Well, one's dug in, the other one's got a BDRM. And I think when Hype try and move here, these 2 teams might be shooting quite a bit at them. But you never know. If they get a knock, they could maybe come out of there storming out. Omega trying to see if they can get lucky on Pleb G. This is where I turn the engine off and just roll with a shark attack down towards that team. But he's left the engine off. I'm not sure this is the play. And just like that, House Omega have been eliminated. Yeah, not sure I like that play. But they got 1 knock. They got 1 knock. Oh no, did they get a kill? Sorry, they got tuna. I do believe they got solid tuna in that fray. But now it's Pleb G that's not in, and you'll see that Chris Cross is making a nice sneaky flank maneuver here. This could work out really well. Really getting a good wrap on them. You just got to be careful not to be too far out. Oh, and he gets it! What a beautiful maneuver. He gets a player, knock and a flush straight away. And suddenly it's Hype. And another knock. And just like that, Hype's come from nowhere up the hillside. Perfect timing. And taken the game, I believe. Have I got that right? Yes, I do. But Pleb G, 13 kills, 1,928.88 damage, 9 assists, phenomenal play, but Hype with perfect timing. 7 kills of their own, first place of 10 points as well, so that puts them at 17 points. Pleb G is going to collect another 6 points, plus their 13 kills, so that's going to put them on 19. And there you have it, people. We'll be back for more action after this.
Crave.
So, yeah, early standings here after round one of July Scrim 1. Scrim 1 of July. A few surprises in the mix there. We've got Viper Squad exiting early with that one. Adrenalis exiting early. And then Plebg taking the top of the leaderboard, but the chicken dinner actually going to Hype. So, you know, these things are never the same. They play out differently. And this is going to be an interesting scrim night. Just replying here to Grant Kaze, who's joined us. Hola, Grant Kaze, ¿cómo estás? So yeah, okay. Well, we're going back in now. Let's go have a little look at the outfits, shall we? And let's see what we got. Okay, we got House Omega, Hype, and Blades congregating over here. Flight path's going to be from the south up to the northwest, Sosnovka Island to, well, past Georgopol. So we might see some action down here at Millie. So I may want to keep an eye out on this beautiful military complex. So we'll get ourselves ready for this. Other hotspots are going to be, has to be Pachinki, right? Team has to be going to Pachinki. Now I wonder, will we see Zeretix and Adrenalis jumping back for Pachinki? I think Adrenalis has something to to prove here. Boatyard, Rozok, School, all possibilities. It'll be interesting to see who goes where. As you know, or may not know, in Battlegrounds Enthusiast tournaments, we don't have drop spots. And there's a number of reasons for that. But it certainly makes it very interesting because it means that the game is not as static from the beginning. Let's get a... I mean, somebody might come to containers, and they're out of the plane already. So let's stop that music and see what they get up to. So we've got... Is that only Hype Tour? I think it's only Hype Tour. Viper Squad have decided to go Primorsk this time round, taking a nice far jump. House Omega also out, going towards the ferry area. Game Maven, Blades, and Adrenalis out of the plane, heading towards Pochinki. Now, they don't know about the fight that transpired here earlier, but these guys are not going to be happy about this. Plebg doing a very similar thing almost. I got a 2-2 split. They're going to keep tabs on what the people are up to over on in Pochinki. Probably going to be looking for a similar kind of play. Looking for info on those teams. So off they go, and the zone is formed. Hype looking good. They're in Georgia Paul, winners of the first round. They're already in circle. This entire western side is going to be nice and clear to get to, and then basically you got a little bit of a funnel bottleneck happening down on the eastern side of that circle. Let's see, because we've got a bit of fighting going on here, and it's House Omega who are playing really well, and this time it's their turn to fight. And Kuda Tippy is going to go down. Biscuit, your Biscuit, trying to run in to come and support. But honestly, this is quite bad for them, I would say. Omega getting the revive off. They've already got 2 kills. And Zerotix finding themselves in trouble again. And with only 2 players up yet again. But they do love contesting, and they give us a bit of entertainment, I guess. Meanwhile, Blades have decided to take a car and to leave. And it's probably a wise decision in the sense that you don't want to take any, you know, even if you win it, well, you could get your people back, but if you win it or you have to leave with 1 or 2 players, you're in a terribly weakened position. And this time round, Adrenalis gets to keep Pochinki. Interesting to see where Blades ends up going. But do they know? Yes, they do know. So little Benny is not going to be caught out twice. He's looking at the right places. He was trying to see if Nemesis gets a kill or knock there on It's Anonymous from Fear. Where... Oh, this is over at school. Let's have a look what's going on here. How did they manage to catch him out? Oh yes, of course, because it's Sigma Squadron, and Sigma Squadron are not that far away. It would seem they're not that far away, but I can't actually see them. Am I blind? Rozok. That's why. Okay, there we go. There they are. So maybe they had a scout over here, and they managed to get him. So we've got, where's Nemesis? He's over here. Very interesting. Yeah, It's Anonymous must have been pushing a little bit, contesting a little bit there, and got caught out. So back to Blades. Blades have found a secret key, and they're in the loot room. This is now available on ranked and competitive play. Your loot rooms. So they're getting some nice gear, and then they'll probably move from there. and of course Pachinki here with Lemon in them. But what they don't know, or seem to know, is that Pleb G are doing the same thing they did before. And they're making a lot of noise, giving away a lot of information. You see, I thought they would have considered that Pleb G might do what they did earlier. But let's see. Fish on the outskirts, just waiting for somebody to cross into his line of sight. Tuna taking up another cross angle off back from the church side. A drop's just come in and he's certainly just marked that now. Use your brain. Totally different angle. Trying to get info, I suppose, but not seeing anything. And then Kaya Mayel has got a motorbike here. He's going to make a bit of noise with that, but he can switch it off, roll in very easily. So I think Fish got it. Yeah, he's hoping these guys come for the drop, and they are coming for the drop. And that motorbike may have given the game away a bit. And he goes right into his hand. Gets the knock and the flush. JB's not going to be happy with that. Oh my goodness, he gets another knock as the player tries to get the grenade off, and he's going straight in. He's got the nade ready. He gets the flush. Wastes no time. But suddenly, House Omega catches their very wide flank. And they're going to lose a player on the wide flank. Ah, little Benny. Catches Kaya. Quickly meds up. So they have a lot of players down now. Fish got the only player up. This has gone really wrong. Good little pre-fire then. He gets Benny. Oh my goodness, this is so intense. Did he blind him? Doesn't look like it. He's nading top. Oh my word! A little bunny up jump. And now he's just got to get the rest of his team back. This is not the night for Adrenalis and Pachinki, it would seem. Getting done dirty by Pleb G, who just barely managed to hang on. Losing Use Your Brain up on the hillside to House Omega. And then, yeah, they just have to get the revives off. Solid Tuna, just chilling in his house. Got the wrong key selected there. But yeah, Fish Guts is going to get him up. And they're going to get the chip probably of Use Your Brain and probably get him back as well. I mean, that's certainly a possibility. Meanwhile, Zeratics are still far from the circle, as is Fear. Hype, enjoying their space. Excuse me. But we see Hype 2 are coming past Blades. Are they going to rotate into this compound? No, Blades are also on the move, actually. What is happening here? Did they turn back? No, they're taking... they're going to take a Gatka. Are they in the air? Oh, they're in the air. That's why I couldn't see them. Hype Tour, I think. No, well, that's Hype main team. There they are. No, they're not in the air. They are nice and settled. 3 players on their team. Looks like they didn't load in with a 4th, unfortunately. So they're going to want to keep it very tight. But yeah, here goes Blades. They've taken up a nice spot, as has Hype. And the bullets are already flying. But who is shooting who here? It's Grand Kaze firing at someone else. Maybe Omega? No, there's somebody here. Am I losing my mind? Oh yeah, no, it's his teammate. This is Omega. Omega also setting up shop. people still grabbing the last bits of things that they require. And I see somebody's using the mortar. And somebody's gliding back in. It's Schwarzengel with a mortar, and he's firing it towards the compound that has... was it Omega? Who was in here? I think it's Omega, right? No, not Omega. A bigger part. Sigma. Sigma Squad. Here comes Fear, driving close by Sigma Squadron. And are they thinking now, if they were thinking about it, they're going to change direction now. They might take the noodles. Biscuit gets a knock on Broswell. And It's Anonymous needs to reload his weapon. Where have they gone? Okay, Fury's over there. Yeah, they're going to play chopsticks. So yeah, there was a knock by Viper Squad onto Hype. And it seems to me that Viper Squad have taken up this little side compound. Let's see if we can get some eyes on them. So it looks like it was a knock, but they managed to get their player back up. So yeah, not the player I was looking for. Viper Squad, let's have a look at them. Also only 3 players here at the moment. Looks like one of the players also did the loading for them, which is unfortunate. Gotta keep an eye on that player count when we start. Oh, and Dark One finds Biscuits just as he's about to kind of go lean back in. And his helmet's ruined. Irene fires back in anger. Edwards is going to go to get Biscuits back up. Yeah, that's going to be fine. Meanwhile, Pleb G are doing just fine. They've got Use Your Brain back up. Fish Guts moving super fast. And careful! Oh! He's going to break his neck. He nearly broke his neck. But he gets lucky. So interesting maneuvers here. They are late to the circle. They know that they can't just go to any compound. Where are Zeratics going to end? Oh, they drive straight into trouble. That's the Zera out. And the last member for Biscuit is... No! He gets taken out as well. Also by Chris Kruss. Well done. Apricot got knocked in the fray. A lot of action happened just there then. And Blades sitting pretty in Gatka. But it's Hype who sit directly in the center. Chris trying to get a bit of height here. Got some more mortars coming in though. Oh, and this is looking so good. Oh, that was so close. I wonder if they realize how close. And Chris is unfazed. So you know what? I don't care. I have no fear. Chris former member of Bomb Squad. Now playing with Hype here tonight. Unfortunately, some of the teams... are not as active as they used to be. Life commitments coming the way and so on and so on. And Dark One getting another knock there onto Biscuits. He's really grinding Biscuits gear down to this evening. And Irene getting a very nice shot onto one of the players there. Was it Hype? More mortars. Edward sending them. Could it be towards Hype? Hype tour. Where they have one knock. Oh wow, that looks so good. Mercilia's got a knock on Rusty Coral from Gatka. They're going to probably get the revive. But now the circle has shifted and Gatka is no longer in. Hype 2 are out. Viper Squad are out. So, yeah, this should be interesting. What is going on here with Hype? What are they doing in the roadside? Oh, there was a Look at that. It looks like a curry sauce. Curry powder and turmeric. There was a drop, they smoked it and they've grabbed it. So they've managed to... Let's see what was in here, if there's anything left. It's the MK14. Crisscross is going to grab it. Smoke's dissipated. Edwards gets a knock onto Dark One at a terrible time for them as the zone is going to be shifting. And you don't want to get knocked and not be in yet. And now we have essentially 5 teams on the south side that need to get in. The Warwolves far on the north side. They looking to get in. Do they have a vehicle? Don't think they have a vehicle. And of course Plebg with Fishgut Salad at the helm have taken the high ground on Mount Everest. And they are going to have an absolute reign of terror from the top here. And that is a big daddy gun. Kayamiel having an MK14. Yeah, Warwolves are going to struggle to get in here, I think. Griffin already feeling the wrath of the MK14. Deadshot just trying to get in there. They are in a pretty good spot. Oh, and Bias! Oh no, I nearly thought it was in that got a knock there. Millie actually gets a knock onto Deathmog. Yeah, these guys are struggling to get in. Okay, Dark One, he's the one that got a knock there. This is some brutal fighting. Blades not moving out just yet. They want to collect these kills on players that are trying to get in. Yeah, and then Sigma Squadron have decided to move. They've got to get into the zone. So they're getting shot at quite dramatically by House Omega. Now they're turning back. They say, no, you know what, that's not a... We don't like that direction. But it's kind of not working for them either, because if they go the other way, they're going to have hype shooting at them. And then they hear the shots in Gatka, and now they're just getting shot from everywhere. I'm not sure this is the Playboys. Potentially had a spot on the edge of zone. Basilius finds Coral on the edge. He gets the knock. Kamamiel. Oh my word, it's all kicking off now. A hype tour, unfortunately, on foot and not looking good. Blades on the move. They don't have a place to play from here. And Fishgut Salad was on 5 kills already. Oh, and they're about to drive into this one. And oh, and they get 2 players. NK and Schwarzengel go down. They got a knock on 1 player, but they decided to carry on driving. That was a brutal rotate for GH Blades. They've still got Mercilius and Sparrow up, but they're exchanging nades here. Mercilius in pursuit. It doesn't go his way. Crisscross over the top. Oh, this is nasty. Hype coming in from behind. They're just about in here. He decides, I want no part of this. And he leaves. Crisscross catches Sparrow with a lucky headshot in the spray down. Very unlucky. I think that means GH Blades are also out for now. Sigma still struggling in the field. Almost abandoned. Meanwhile, Plebg are only on 2 players. They've actually gone 2 players down here. But they're sitting high. They're sitting pretty, but they're sitting high. Fishgut Salad has got a motorbike, which you can use to do a quick rotate. Fear for their part have only lost 1 player, so they can still do well. Hype picking up some more knocks here. They got Griffin, and he's flashed. But it's Anonymous. He's sneaking up. He's trying to see if... Oh dear. He knows he's been spotted there, I reckon. Still, he's not in a good angle. Not in the ideal angle. He wants to be the smallest possible target he can be. I don't think he has been seen by Fishcat Salad. And he's just trying to see, because they are right on the edge. And there goes Millie. So they lose the third player. Sigma Squadron is eliminated, but let's see what's going on with Hype, because they are just absolutely dominating right now. He has spotted Bias, and he finds him with a headshot. He took a knockback, but he did manage to find him. And here they are again. We've got Hype, House Omega, Fear, and Pleb G. Very similar scenario to game number 1. I think Chris Cross with this MK is just bullying right now. Getting the info. He's now solo. Swifty's been found. And that means Fear are out of it. Omega's still a full squadron. So Omega looking healthy, Hype looking healthy. But it is Omega that's in the zone, so they could potentially be nabbing this game. It all depends how the decision-making goes in general. And Hype not really looking up the mountain too much at where Pleb G's at. They might very well get caught out. And they do. Apricot gets caught by Fishcat Salad. And he's desperate to get the flush. I think they're going to just about get him. And he tosses a nade. And there was a blue zone. It gets him up. The nade is short. They're alive. They're going to make it. Kharki not happy about this. He's getting up a position. He's going to try and sort out Fishcat Salad. The last man of that squad. And Fishcat a one-man army right now. Omega not getting a lot of the action yet because they're too far down, but they are moving closer. And Hyper having to fight so hard onto Fishcat that Fishcat Salad does get taken out at Chris Russ. Now Omega is one-man standing. And Hype is down to 3, but they could do this. Could go either way now. Hype definitely being the more versatile mobile team at the moment. Oh, and Deathmark gets Crisscross. Rembo gets Broswell. And I think it's only Kharki that's up. And he's driving away. There's no ways he's not getting them back. So yeah, this is Rembo on 5 kills. Rek waiting for the drive round. Just trying to see how he might catch him. Kharki will have to pull quite the rabbit out of the hat to, well, you never know. Maybe he claps. And he finds Zero, but the guy is on him. Oh my word, how he's not knocked out. No idea. He does get found on the second lane by Rekion, and House Omega take the chicken. Okay, and the action is about to resume. Game 3, Tago. Let's see what the flight path looks for this one. Right, straight down the middle pretty much. West to east. So, yeah, Terminal Palace is going to be a potential spot that people may want to go to. And, but we've got Viper Squad out the plane early, going towards Hamusa, it would seem. And Godok, we've got Blades heading for Godok. Hype going for Fishing Camp maybe. The Warwolves also over the water, might turn back for Palace. Zerotic's going for Terminal. And it's Terminal where there might be some more action as well. So, there she is. Palace, just all quiet. Nobody going to Palace. And then Airport is another spot, and we've got some contested, or some contest going to happen here, it would seem. Maybe, maybe not. But Fear coming in hot. But they are alone for now, it would seem. And then we've got another team not far away. And that's Hype. See what they get up to. They're going to be... not far away. So no early fights yet. Pleb G taking up position. Yeah, actually, let's have a look at Pleb G. They seem to get into the thick of things very fast. They've taken this north side of Terminal. And actually, so there is somebody. Yeah, Zerotix is in Terminal. That's right. And how might this end up? Oh, Fushkat Salad. Oh dear, where was he? He's got knocked by Adrenalis. And I think that was... I'm confused. Sorry, I don't know how that happened. So we've got Use Your Brain, and the rest of the team's still up. But I think Fishcut Salad was maybe lurking on the outskirts of Yongchong. And so for them to get him back now, they would have to go face with, you know, drive into face with Adrenalis, who are in Yongchong. Find the body, get the chip, do the comeback. Well, before all of that, of course, they'd have to dispatch with Adrenalis, which is much easier said than done. And they must be on the lookout, because they know Leb G and their naughtiness. Well, there you have it. So, anyway, back to Terminal. Okay, and we've got Pleb G on the move. They've geared up. from their landing spot. And but it doesn't seem as if they are looking to drive back to perhaps go and get fish gut salads chip. So I'm not sure if he's maybe AFK or they feel that the game is best served carrying forward without him for now. But it would be a big loss for them. As we saw in the previous game, he was quite literally the one-man army, so... Adrenalis struggling a little bit this evening. Can't quite get their rhythm, can't quite get on the road. Hype, on the other hand, doing fairly well this evening, taking a chicken dinner and second place in the second game. I'm sure they'll be happy with that so far, and hopefully they continue to do well. But what's happening over here? We've got Fear, not a million miles away from where Hype landed. And they are now rotating. You can see the icon doesn't know where to go because they're doing a 2-2 split. But there's two of them still remaining here. At any rate, they should be fine. Gear up and move out. And the center. Plebg have taken themselves straight to the center of things. They've got a nice compound. I'm not sure if this one is named yet. It probably is. I will get back to you with all the names. What should we call this one? Hosan Village? Blades coming in from the west side up towards Hosan. You kind of have to expect that there will be somebody in Hosan, the town, but it is a very large place, and you could potentially drive in on a particular corner, and you should be more or less okay. Even if there's a player, it should be. I mean, unless you're really unlucky and it's all taken. You see? So yeah, they're going to go to these apartments, and that's exactly what I mean. The odds of a team being exactly there is rather low. Not impossible, but rather low. Especially with the lobby with only 11 teams. So yeah, they're going to grab that. Zerotix have helped themselves to some very nice loot. House Omega, they are on their way in. Hype is on their heels, and I wonder if Omega take up this spot here, if Hype are going to drive into them. Here we go. They might be in pursuit here. And they have spread out. They're driving into it. Oh, he's nearly down. He's very nearly down. Spins out a bit. Oops. Zero. Getting some good spray down. But unfortunately, they don't get lucky. They don't get lucky this time round, but it was touch and go. And now who's chasing who? We got Sigma Squad and Adrenalis moving around the outside as well. So Adrenalis now also coming up to the House Omega spot. They may have some info on the sound that they just transpired here moments before, or do they? Because they're a little later, driving past the relative area a little later. I do feel like they might take up a position here. They have switched off. Ooh, and Mercilius. Things are popping off. Zerotix and Blades having a fight. And not sure what's going on here. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, and he gets caught out. A little bit too much of his body exposed there. Chuki didn't need the body. Does a headshot. So that sees Blades unfortunately out. And Zerotix, finally, they have... It's phase 2 and they have 3 players as opposed to 2. The usual 2 for the evening. Can they get a revive here? I think they can. I think there's a machine. Well, there's a machine in terminal, of course. Viper squad driving right through the middle of zone. No fear. Trying to find somewhere to live. They already have a few players up at the top. But it's Adrenalis who have heard them and have eyes on them. They catch biscuits and they fly immediately. The element of surprise. Edwards goes down. This is not looking good for Viper squad. Irene, the only one still up. She's going for the revive. But honestly, that's... Oof. It's going to be hard. They are very spread out, Adrenalis, so it might be possible to get out of this. Then they'll have 2 up. Oh, but Hype is not far away either. Benny is trying to see... Get lucky on one of them. That nade, not far from Edwards, he's taking another 50 damage. A lot of smoke blanketing the scene now. And Benny, leaving Benny guessing a little bit. He's a little bit exposed on his right side. And Irene is gonna possibly spot him here. They're gonna drive out of this. Oh! Oh my word! He fires a bandit. He nearly gets it, but he manages to get away. They too have a car. Are they pursuing them? They might be pursuing them. Nah, just taking up a new position. So, Viper squad still somewhere here. Oh, they've taken this little compound. How is this free? That's insane. Okay, now it's time for Sigma squad to get some knocks and kills onto Omega. Tinder. They shoot back, but it's a bit late. I'm not going to be happy with that. Oh, they get really hammered by House Omega. Lemon gets a knock on Deathmog. And they're going to go for the revive. Gets a few tags onto the player. Knock. They're all over them now. Some chance shots into the smoke, but there's nothing to be found. And it's Rambo who nearly gets Lemon, but he gets knocked by Yang before he could. And yeah, Adrenalis winning that encounter. Taking away some kills there. Looking strong. Somehow Viper squad find themselves right in the middle of the zone. Despite having to fight for their lives. A little bit scrappy, but there they are. Pleb G working the edge, highly mobile, 3 vehicles, and shooting the heck out of anything that moves. It's the Warwolves on the edge trying to get in, what is this, phase 4 now, and not a lot of real estate that they know of, but actually there's plenty in the form of terminal. Deadshot hanging on here for dear life. BS Ballas hanging on for dear life. Griffin driving right past, high somehow, not getting shot at. Unbelievable. Sigma Squadron trying to get in now onto this edge, but Adrenala's not far away. And it's Viper Squad who have a very nice position now. Edwards looks backwards, knowing that there were teams above him. And you can hear the shots going off, and you can see the kill feed. He's going to know it's Sigma Squadron and Adrenalis, who they already had a bruising encounter with. There, and he finds some tags on Lemon. He might get... Lemon goes down to Grand Kaze, but he might steal the kill here. No, Lemon gets flushed by Nemesis. But Nemesis gets knocked by Benny. This is turning into quite the fight. Sigma Squadron getting eliminated there. Edwards finding the last player and shooting him up the backside. Very good player by the last two players of Viper Squad, with both players not scope locking onto one target, but continue looking for more information on both of their flanks. They're in a very central position, and it might be a little bit of information overwhelm. The biggest problem right now is if any of these teams realize that they're a little split up and on their own in the middle, then they're going to have trouble. And already Hype making some maneuvers in, but you know, they could get shot from anywhere. Haruki playing, lurking on the edge. He has got a car and he's going to take it. Oh, these shots are looking really good. And, oh, and Rusty Coral finds a look scroll from an entirely different angle. Mora also looking down. You can see the entire battlefield going down below them. But it's Zeretix coming up. Does he not hear the car? He's so focused. Trying to get a kill here. I think he must have... Oh no. Nazira is dead to zone. Coral gets a bullet to the head. Broswell found him. But not to worry. Mora mode is going to get him back up. Meanwhile, Pleb G... And Adrenal is trying to get their teammate back. They've set up a nice little position up in the fields early. And 7 teams remain. Even though it's phase 5, there's quite a lot of teams up. These teams have done really well to hang in there as long as they have. Especially Viper Squad. I cannot believe they've been able to play from here for so long. But one can't possibly imagine that the central compound would be free. And you do hear shots coming from there. But it's only 2 players. Oh, Millie gets Broswell, Kharki gets Millie, Apricot gets Anonymous. It's Kharki and Apricot, last one's left here. But now Swifty's trying to see if he can... Oh, and he gets shot by Coral from very far. Almost within an inch of his life. He just keeps... Oh, they're trying to get some revival here. Does he find the player? Oh, sorry, he's not knocked. He's not knocked. What am I saying? Gripping stuff here. Bit of a three-way going on between Hype Tour, and Fear. And then Adrenalis on the very far edge. And Plebg just kind of waiting to see what the zone's going to do. They're aware of the Warwolves as well. I've got to keep tabs on everybody, just in case somebody does something on one of their flanks. So Benny does hear that shot. Oh, and Jotty finds Lemon. Where did he find him? What a shot. Plebg. Oh, that's Irene, I think, shooting down at KMEL. Nearly went down. JB finds Mora, and he finds the next player, and if he can get this player, oh, but he takes an absolute bruising, and it's Edwards who puts in the last bullet. They're going to have to try to get to him. Viper Squad will be happy with that, because they've been having an on-off... They've been having an on-off fight with Viper Squad for some time now. And, let's see how this plays out. Kharki finds Sparky. Lemon finds another player. I've just got to get over this reach now. He stopped short, but it's Lemon that actually found him. And Viper Squad are eliminated. And now you've got Plebg still on their drop spot. The Warwolves in their section of the field. Kharki on 5 kills. Let's see how this is going to go. But only 2 of them still up. And 6 teams remaining. Some members of Fear still up as well. Gripping stuff. Everybody trying to just hang in there for the position. I mean, these teams are playing it for as long as they possibly can. They are not going to just give up. KMEL finding Biesbalas. Don't know where he saw him. And he died. He bleeds out. Who do we have left on the side of the Warwolves? Griffin doing some tunneling, excavation work. This is a fantastic defensive position. Coral finds Apricot Scroll. Kharki gets Coral. Oh dear. And I think that's Arunalis in the fray. Kharki gets it's anonymous for a flash. Sophia now 1 left. Apricot bleeding out profusely. Best sit very quietly, although we've got a knock player here. It's just been revived, and I think they're going to be okay, and I think a Hyper going to be okay to get Apricot Scroll back up, and they do. But a tough position. They could maybe still make it out of there. And then there's the lone survivor here. How's he going to mess up something for somebody? And it's come to the fields. And Fiero eliminated. So Inex Swiftly was fouled. And with that, we have the last top 4 teams remaining. Adrenalis, the Warwolves, Pleb G, and Hype. It is definitely a Pleb G and Hype dominated evening. Oh my word! And Use Your Brain gets a quick knock onto Little Benny. I tell you what, that Dragunov, I was not a big fan for the longest time, and I was forced to play with it recently, and I did so well playing that weapon that I decided to pick it up. Oh, but look at that. Use Your Brain, KML, both getting knocked out there by Adrenalis as they try to move in. But now you've got Hype, and if they just get their timing right here. Leopard crawling their way in. He has got the meds, but they just want to be forgotten right now. Oh my word, where did this guy come from? Gets knocked by Zone. It's Lemon. Adam is pushing out. Adrenalis on 15 kills, absolutely dominating the lobby right now. And they pushing out to go and see what they can do against Pleb G here. Lemon right in front of KML. And it's a nade he's prepping. He's got to get the revive off. Needs 9 seconds. Can he get it? The Warwolves, having kept a very low profile for the longest time, still alive, and they're going to get... Oh, look at that. Yang sneaking in from the backside, and with that, they're eliminated. Now the Warwolves are and they immediately knock 2 players. Oh, Benny down, but it doesn't matter. Adrenalis finally get their victory. 21 kills, 3,118 damage, and 13 assists. Absolute domination by Adrenalis in game number 3 after having gone out early in game 1. They are making up for it in spades. And we'll be right back in a short while. Okay, and they're already loading in for the next game. We'll go to that in just a minute. Next map is going to be Rondo. I believe it's Rondo. Let me just confirm. So yeah, don't forget, we play scrims every Thursday evening and Sundays, and then the last Sunday of every month we do a month-end tournament. Our last one was very popular. 16 teams registered, so get in there early. And yeah, we're back. So let's go back to the action then. Start putting that score up while we watch. Okay, and we've landed on Hype Tour. Let's let me see, what have Hype Tour been up to? See if I can get the latest match to also show up. Yes, it is. We now have 3. So if I do... yeah, we should have... the score will update shortly, but we got 46 on the board for Hype. Pleb G on 38. There we go, it's just updated. House Omega on 34 points. Hype Tour... they are above... Well, they're above Blades and Viper Squad. So, you know... We can't all be at the top of the leaderboard. They've been having a fairly good nut, I would say. They've really survived quite tenaciously. We've seen in a lot of the games. And there's the flight path. We've got Sigma Squad and Zeretix out the plane early. And I can't even see them. That's how far they've gone. Where did they go? There they go. Zeretix opting for a peaceful landing spot this time. Is that their 4th player that's gone a bit further? Yes, it is. Okay. So yeah, we have the scoreboard, even though it's not a tournament. We like to get a sense of who's winning the night and what it would have been if it was a tournament. But honestly, it's for the most part, it's quite relaxed in terms of competition. And it's a good place to come and just play, to not have to deal with undesirables in the public lobbies, if you know what I mean. If you catch my drift. Right, so the circle's formed. We've got part of factory and test track in. Nobody actually landed there. Lo Hua Zing. I don't know how to pronounce that, and I'm trying my best. But that is dead center. So I'm gonna see who comes here. Hype 2 are actually sitting in a very nice spot. They've taken Mayran. What is going on with my brain? They've taken Mayran, which is a nice little town to have. So all the teams just basically gearing up right now, and then the action will start. Plebg opted for Stadium, so they're going to be absolutely beautiful in for gear. The Warwolves on the move nice and early this time. They're coming straight to New York's factory. And I wonder if they sussed out that, nobody landed there. Quite possibly. Quite possibly. So what we'll do is, let me get an angle for this part of the world as well, as people may come here. But this is the center, still wide open. Blades over in Mohupan. Is that right? I got it right. Mohupan, yay. Yeah, they're going to get a nice couple of guns and gear and so on. And it's not a a bad place to rotate from. It'll be interesting to see who might come past them. The smaller lobbies like this is also a lot of fun for gunplay because it becomes a little bit less predictable in terms of where the teams might be or might rotate through, because there's just so much more space. So yeah. Oh, and it's actually Hype that... Where did this happen? Hype has found a kill. Sorry, a knock on Fear. Oh, I didn't see their logo. So they landed together. Yeah, I didn't see that. So Hype and Fear are in it for the battle here. Roswell gets Millie. Now they 2 down. Swifty, and it's only Swifty up. And let's see what he decides to do. Things have not gone as planned for Fear here, but you know what? I think he's on this roof. Yeah, he's on a roof that you actually can't access other than through the sky. And obviously through the gunfights play, they must have become aware of that. They are full squad. They're going to keep nading him. Oh dear. Oh, it bounces back. Nearly gets himself knocked. And all Swifty has to do is relax. Well, Chris was trying to see if he can find a different angle to perhaps sneak from or spot him from. But he's going to be okay, I think, for a while at least, as long as he stays there. A game of cat and mouse. So Crisscross has a very nice angle onto the building from the side. And that nade did do some damage. They are just scouring for more nades, I'd imagine. And he can't really do much. He just has to... He does throw it pretty well, but it bounces to the right side. I mean, Swifty right now hasn't moved an inch. But he also doesn't have a lot of... yeah, he's got nothing. He's got no meds. So we're going to have to see how he tries to get his way out of this one. Maybe dying to Zonia might be an option. Or, obviously, die fighting, but it's a 1v4. It seems a bit of a tall order. The thing that is happening now, though, is that Hype is wasting a lot of time trying to get this last player. And I think they've just realized that fact, and they need to get to zone. Meanwhile, we've had a lot of teams move into the center now. We see GH Blades have come up to Lohu Zing. And who else is here? We've got Hype 2 are still in their position. Viper Squad going up to the yield. Pleb G going for the bridge area. The Warwolf still around Neox Factory. And Zeratix on the rotate through the marshlands with Sigma hot on their heels. This might be an interesting... Let's have a look if we can see anything from here. He's driving a motorcycle? I mean, it is in. You can barely see them. They are fighting though. Nemesis finds Mubdi. I thought they were moving. And Tsinde drives over Mubdi, so he's a goner. But... Oh, and yeah, they found... So Kharki managed to get hold of Inik Swifty. But now Sigma, on the far side of the map, have to come past Zero, who've already lost one player. They get Symes again. They get Nemesis. And it's only Grand Kaze and Descender that are left. They're going to have to try and salvage this somehow. Oh, and he takes a shot. He got shot from so far. Somebody has a really good view on him. And Kaze has to make a decision here how he's going to play. And it's Zeratics who turn the tables here. Yeah, and he just better get out of there to get some position. Because it's going to be very hard with Zeratics. They are very spread out, but he has no information really. Kurachuki drives over Nemesis. A small measure of disrespect. Viper Squad still moving around. They've been very mobile this evening. We saw in that game how they were able to grab some real estate in the middle of the zone on Tago. And they're still only a 3-man. I think they're playing as a 3-man squad this evening. Which is a bit unfortunate, as this is one of my teams. I'm a sub for Viper Squad, but we've got to do the show. So if anybody wants to apply for a position at Viper Squad, please jump onto the Discord and get in touch with Biscuits. I'm sure he'd love to hear from you. They'll trial you out. They are a decent squad. House of Mega have taken up the solar farm, and they're fighting with open arms. I don't know how I've missed this, but actually there's quite the skirmish going on. I see Benny, JB and Yang. They are missing Lemon, who I imagine has not been able to load in. Yang has been knocked by Coral from very big distance. They're going to have to see if they can get this player back up. But can they get this player back up? Looks like they're going to do it. Oh, Irene catches Rembo. They were coming from the other side, and Edwards. And suddenly 3 players from the Omega are down. Oh, calamity. Oh, calamity. How has this happened? While they were having their skirmish with Adrenales, Viper Squad have smelt blood in the water. They should be called sharks or something. They smelt blood in the water and they've come in here. And they are about to potentially wipe House Omega. Oh, he nearly hit that back into the wall into his face. But he's okay. Irene. We've got only Deathmog up. And Rembo is bleeding out. What a turn of events here. And now Adrenales are coming in as well. House Omega is eliminated. They found Deathmog. But look at this. It's now Adrenales and Viper. A 3v3. And how might this play out? Phase 3, 9 teams up. Still a fair amount of teams up. And we've got Blades moving past in the distance. Might find themselves right in the center. Benny has a bit of time to get some fresh gear. What a shot. I think could have even had a first shot headshot as well. Oh, and gets the nade perfectly. Oh, and it must have gone right into that nuke behind the shield, and with that, Viper Squad has been eliminated. 4 kills for Adrenales, all going to their fragger Yang. But it's now time for Gamehaven Blades to do something. They were sniffing around this area to see if they could pick up some kills, but Hype are shooting them from their central compound, and they're having to run for cover, and they make it fine. They've got cars, they've got more cover. They seem to have done a little... Do they have a little split going on? Yes, they do. They've got 2 players on the outer edge here, sneaking their way in. Mercy finds a knock on little Benny. They follow it up with a molly. And I tell you what, the players are so good at using their utility of late. Gone are the days where you go after the fact and say, oh, if only I had used some utility. He gets a knock. He's nearly knocked himself. Oh, and the nade must have dropped because he naded himself there. But now Hype, further thorn in the side for Gamehaven Blades. And Sparrow trying to see if he can give some cover fire, but it's such a difficult angle. Yeah, he finds it. Oh, and he gets a beautiful shot onto one of the players in Hype. Looks like Apricot Scroll. And now NK is looking for a play up on the roof. Still, Schwarzengel and Mercilius working to see if they can catch out Adrenalis, who are also only 2 players. Because, of course, they were 3 and one's gone down. But, did they get the... Let me see. Ooh, oh, wow, he survives that. Yang got really lucky. He found Mercy lurking on the edge. And now he's taking fire, but Yang does manage to get it down. He's doing a bit of medding. And Schwarzengel's going to have to try and help him. And the other 2 are now running back up. But they're a little bit too far apart. Or are they? No, they're not. No, they're not. He's waiting for the push. Done a decent amount of damage on both players, but it's not enough. And Sparrow. Schwarzengel. No, Schwarzengel goes down. Sparrow and NK come in. Will it be enough in time? Meanwhile, the Warwolves have suddenly unleashed hell onto Benji. They get kills on Fishgut, Salad, and Camille, and they are eliminated by the Warwolves. Just by the Warwolves. It is Adrenalis that have just eliminated Blades. Yeah. I think Adrenalis owes Hype some kind of G-Coin reward or something for helping them. Unfortunately, Hype with a thorn in the side of Blades. And there you see the Warwolves. They are in the apartments close to the factory. They had a knocked player, but he's back up. And they've got Hype 2 up on the hillside, overlooking their own brethren Hype. Hype Uno. Hype U. And Hype 2. So, yeah. And Adrenalis are now just picking up the pieces. How many left on that squad then? We got 2 left. Yang on 6 kills. Little Benny on 2 kills. And yeah, let's see what's going on here. We've got a solo. Well, we've got Hype shooting at a few things here. Apartments are no longer in. There's still somebody left from Sigma Squadron. Oh no, fire has just driven over Mora. Fire. But that's no worries. He's going to get him back up. These things happen. Let's have a look. Hype now shooting towards somebody. They know Hype 2 are up there somewhere. So they're keeping a weary eye. Adrenalis, how are they going to get in? There's a car parked right there for them by GH Blades. Zerotics on the edge. Zerotics, they could cause quite a bit of trouble. It seems as if they've switched on a bit. this game. They are stacked this time. They got their teammate back as well. So looking good. And yeah, let's see if they can spot the hype squad. Yes, they do. It's Kuda Kachi that spots him. Oh, Chris is fine on the roof. Chris. Hank's looking fine with Adrenales. Team 6, Phase 5. I mean, 6 teams alive, Phase 5. And the Wolves, and I think Hype Tour might get into it here now. Oh, there's a good nade. Griffin takes a bit of damage there. Clearing the edge very nicely. Dark One has a sense, but being very cautious in at dead shot. It's a knock. Not a flush, but there is another player on the flank. But it's not from the same team, it's Sigma Squad. And they're not happy. Coral manages to put a few bullets into him. He doesn't want his kill stolen. And Adrenales got knocks onto Zerotix. But I'm going to stay with the action here because this is a big fight. There you have it. Coral finds another one. He gets Bias. 2 knocked now. The nade hits pretty well. 40% damage. He's searching for the bodies. Got to get the flashes. They won't nade their own, surely. One bleeds out. He's looking. It's smoky. But he doesn't get a shot against him. Well, Hype came out, and Hype is stealing the kills. Some very nasty backfilling going on here by Hype Squad. Picking up a stack of kills there on the Wolves. Griffin, only one still standing, and he's now wedged between Hype Tour and Hype. Oh, and Griffin gets crisscrossed with one of the loot boxes. Are they gonna get revived? No, he's crawling out. They're not sure where he is. Oh, but Mora gets Griffin. And the last 4 remain. And it is once more Hype, Zerotix, Hype Tour, and Adrenales. So, yes, what's left of Zerotix. Kuda Chuki and your biscuit. And then we've got Hype 2 still as well with 1 player. Can they get the revive on the last one? Just left him? I guess he left him. He's trying to get out of there. Oh, and Adrenales are eliminated while I'm faffing about with Mora. So they are no more, but they did end in 4th position. Giving them 4 points for that. Plus, of course, their kills. But it's Hype who have a full squad. Zerotix on a 3-man. And Hype Tour with a solo. And has Apricot perhaps seen... He's not seen him. He's looking, scanning. Not quite sure where he is. It's got to be one more, he says. But he can't quite see him. They're all now looking. And Broswell has spotted some of the Zerotix players on the edge. Oh, and he goes for a headshot. Only just misses. Gives him a bit of a haircut. So yeah. Final plays now. And these Hype boys are very good with their bolts. But Zerotix are good with their DMRs. They're on 5 kills, Hype's on 8 kills, Hype 2 on 2 kills. And Eurobiscuit's getting revived. Nazira doing the reviving. Kudachuki just laying low so they don't get another knock. Hype are well in zone here. They have hard cover. I think they have very good information about everybody. Only Mora, the elusive Mora, has them bamboozled. But Zerotix have the Pico bus, and they're now going to make a move. And we should see some action. But it's Crisscross again, who's on the little flank. And they got one knock. And now they're all bundled up and exposed. And just like that, Zerotix is eliminated. Crisscross going down there, unfortunately, but actually still played his part tremendously well because he manages to get a stack of damage onto the players and makes them crash, essentially all clustered and on top of each other, and the nade and the mollies just too much. But now it's a 1v4 or 1v3. And they still don't know what happened to Mora. And Mora taking the opportunity through all the mayhem to get himself into zone and nice and close to the enemy. And he's going to try and do a clutch move and win the entire round for Hype Tour. Why not? But he doesn't get luck with that first shot. He really needed that. And unfortunately, it's not going to be a clutch for him. But it is going to go for Hype. Well done to Hype. Adrenalis there with a massive amount of kills. Damage. 1,500. 12 kills to Hype and 6 assists. And our standings for game number 4. Hope you enjoyed the action there. We will be back shortly. Okay, and we're on to the last round already. And yeah, it's nearly over. Only 5 games on a Thursday. It used to be 4. It's gone up to 5. Sundays we do 6 games. 1 game extra. And we alternate the maps between scrims so that it's a little bit more interesting, shall we say. Okay, let's see where the score is now. So after 3 games, we won 46 points for Hype, 38 points for Pleb G. Hype really having a good night this evening. They will be happy with that, I think. Will things change dramatically? I'm not sure. So I've got the next game come in. We'll see the score update shortly, I'm sure. Let's do this. It should update. Yeah, there it updates now. So yeah, Hype in the lead with 68 points. Adrenalis in second with 45 points. Now, while it's not a world apart, I think that gap is a little bit too far apart for anybody to catch up. But the second, third, and fourth place position is still very much up for grabs. So let's see how this scrim will end up going, which way it will end up going. Okay, and there's our zone that is formed. And nobody jumping for Cruise Oasis. It is a Miramar, of course. Blades are out. Let's have a little look from here, shall we? Omega just passing overhead. I don't even hear the plane. I hear nothing, which makes it sound very ominous. But we do have Plebji going for Picado. We've got Hype going for Minas Generalas. So we can move that way as well. Let's follow Hype for a bit. Thank you for the people that have joined the chat. Don't forget to say hi. Every interaction helps. Oh, and where is this happening? We've got Mercy and NK going down early to Adrenalis. This is over in Monty. St. Martin. Viper Squad also in the mix here. So not sure how this is gonna go. So we got Yang. Yeah, I think he's aware that somebody landed near him there. Sparrow. Don't know if he knows that he's there. But they lost NKK. And yeah, Schwarzengel is still up. Only have 3 men now. It looks like they've lost Massilius for the evening somehow, fortunately. So Adrenali's got that kill. They got killed in different teams, I guess. Oh, and he just misjudged it when he looked back through the window. And now the penny is dropped. So Adrenalis are gonna get this kill here. Now Viper Squad have heard what's going on. And Zerotix getting a fifth kill on Morado. They are all the way out this way. Near to the power station, off of the power station. But near the machine. And that's unfortunate for Mora. He does have... Is his chip here? Did they take his chip? Is it possible to see? Can't really see. Now we've got 1 player left and he's hiding. We've got Viper Squad listening to sound. But oh, Jay might see her if he looks around a bit. Look at the size of this weapon with the suppressor attached to it. And I think, yeah, Schwarzengel is just gonna lay low. Oh dear, has he come into his house? He has. No, he's gone out. He was ground floor, he's gone back out, he's picked up, he's leaving. But yeah, what's gonna happen here? Viper Squad. Oh dear. Biscuits gets a headshot on Benny. Lemon trades it. Oh, the SMG goes to work. That's Lemon out. Biscuits is knocked. He's going to try and crawl into a safer position. But now, here comes JB. He's got good overwatch. He's the only player up, mind you. For them to run out. Doesn't see the player on the right here. And he gets spotted by Irene and she takes him out. Good result for Viper Squad, who've been struggling a little bit this evening, but they managed to eliminate Adrenales, and so that is definitely going to affect those final standings after 5 games. Yeah, and then Blades is just laying low. Has he got the chips of his friends, perhaps? Get them up later if everybody leaves, but he's just got to wait it out. Just has to wait it out. Elsewhere on the map, some shooting by Pleb G. They have taken to the hills of Picado. Got solid tune up here. Don't see anybody else around. Oh, he's just gone for the, what do they call it now? Not the secret room. What did we call it, the secret room? The full squad is still up on this side. And Fishka doing his usual thing, gathering intel. But he might get lucky here because... Oh, he does hear the vehicle, and it's a slow vehicle, so if he runs fast enough... Oh, I think he managed to pop the tire. Now they shoot back. And he's just in cover with 2 HP to show for it. Well done. Yeah, that's the kind of those are the kind of plays you can come to expect from that veteran player. Always on the lookout for opportunities. So yeah, meanwhile, Hype have to rotate back into zone now as Minister Morales is not in the zone. There's more shooting going on here, and it's Schwarzengel. He's found Edwards. I would have thought he'd keep a low profile. Oh, because they went for the revive. But now I'm not sure if that's the right choice. Because surely the duo would win against the solo. Although Irene just fell down the mountain cliff. You may have heard that. She's boosted. Biscuits is there. He knows where Schwarzengel is, more or less. Here goes the nade. It's a good nade. Does a little bit of damage. There we go. And he finds him and he killed him. So now they're just going to revive 2 instead of 1. No, I lie. They weren't going for revive. So I'm not sure why he didn't just lay low, perhaps. But anyway, maybe he was hoping for a bit of a clutch and then get his team back. So Hype coming into zone. Another car ahead of him. Is that their own? Yeah, that's also them. It's very nice and mobile. Got lots of vehicles. And let's see. Pleb G, they're in shanties. At the moment, they're on the hill around shanties. Getting lots of fire down at Zeretix. I think they're not happy about Fishgut nearly going down to him. I hear what sounds like potentially a Lynx, but you got Sigma Squad on the outskirts there. And, oh, you got Fear and Jonty sitting here. This might be interesting. Let's get a bit of height on this fight. Was Firo shooting at the other teammates? I'm not sure if they know that he's here. Some nice shots from It's Anonymous onto Griffin. And Rembo catches BS Bala somewhere along the line. I mean, It's Anonymous shooting anything that moves right now. jump far away. Biscuits, Edwards and Irene back together. Fish looking down. You can see Hype have just pulled into a compound. Is he going to get the opportunity to get a knock? No, but he does manage to get in. Beautiful position by Pleb G. Absolute dominating the landscape. I'm struggling here with my keyboard and mouse, so apologies for the erraticness. You got House Omega down by the roadside now, coming in here, near the God buildings. Pleb G on the mountain. Hype in the warehouse. War Wolves on the roadside compound. And you also have Theo. Are they pushing here? Oh, they know he's here now. And he's on fire. They know what corner he's going to sit on. Oh. He nades it. Yeah, they got a knock on Jonty, but he's on his own side. It's just flush. And nothing they can do for Jonty, unfortunately. Fear seem to be all up. Two players remain on top of the mountain. And two enchanties to watch the backside. 2-2 split. And I don't know if they see much happening over here because, well, there's not much to happen. We've got Hype Tour down on this roadside compound. They're looking healthy. Although they did lose Mora. So yeah. And everybody just waiting it out now. Well, Warwolves are not in zone. Do they have a vehicle? And how many of them are left? Only the two left. Also only playing as a 3-man. Team struggling today. Either loading in or getting their teammates to join in on the fun. And 9 teams still up at phase 3. 32 alive. There goes Fear. They're making a move. And Type 2 is sitting really center right now. Pleb G got the nice high ground. Similar to the previous games, actually. Very similar. Where Hype have center position to the circle, and Pleb G are in the circle, but somewhat on the edge, but command high ground. And so far it's worked out a little bit better for Hype than it has done for Pleb G. But that is kind of coincidental. Oh, Chris got knocked. So he's gonna need to get revived. Got a nice body tag on the Deadshot, who's now in the zone. Oh no, and it's Anonymous finds him very far. Sparky, Swifty, it's Anonymous. Another goal coming. Okay, and there you have it. The mountain is still in our Hype. That's no longer in. Sorry, I stand corrected. It was Hype Tour that had the center zone, not Hype. I beg your pardon. Griffin gets a knock onto It's anonymous. Got a nice line of sight, but he's in the blue. Phase 4. He's got a few first aids and things, but how is he going to get into Zonia? And he's got hype just on the other side of him. But they're about to rotate. He might be able to counter-rotate back and sneak up on this edge. Potentially, I don't know. Oh, wow. T-Cinder gets a knock on Swifty with a mortar strike, and they're going to leave him behind. They don't like the look of that mortar. Oh dear, yeah, because the zone, of course, is coming. Roswell catches Peanut Salad. Yes, Roswell is still laying down some damage. And Karki goes down. Come on, Miel. Apricot is up. He's busy with a revive. This is not going too great. The whole of Fear suddenly above. And let's see what they can do here. Oh, the nade finds its target. Although Broswell is still clinging onto life, but I don't think... No, he's not going to get revived. And Lebji over the top. Oh, and Sigma Squad running up to the back of Fear. And they're also getting shot from the top down. So Hyde might stand a chance of surviving this somehow. But now it's Fear who's pushing. Sorry, Sigma Squadron who's pushing on here. They get a knock on Sparky. And can they get more? No, he gets traded. Nemesis goes down. Kaze comes in. It's anonymous, gets Tisinde. And Kaze is spotted Millie. He's got a bit of tree cover. Plebji shooting from the top down. I mean, their view is going to be absolutely beautiful right now. What a view. I mean, absolute duck hunt for them. Just picking off the kills. What a spot. More kills to be collected. And it does go to Use Your Brain. They can't see more. Meanwhile, Hype is down here, just laying absolutely still and low. There is still a player. It's anonymous. Lurking just above them. And oh, and Plebji are not looking down anymore, so... But he gets mowed down by Hype. Gertie finds the kill. And did Use Your Brain now hear that, I wonder? I think he heard some shots. He's getting... He might be getting the chip for fish gut salad. There is a possibility for him. Meanwhile, there's a fight going on between Viper Squad and Zeretix. Oh, Zero Maestro stealing the kill on Omega, and another one gets taken by Rainbow. Yeah, Viper Squad getting absolutely robbed by House Omega. But they are at least all alive, and all they have to do is get into the zone. Do they have a vehicle? Oh, Edwards finds a knock onto Rek. They're here, but this has got to be the moment that Viper Squad try to get out, and they do have a car. Gerki, meanwhile, got Grand Kaze and Saim Suke. So, Use Your Brain's been knocked. So what is going on over here? Rainbow finds biscuits in the distance. Gonna have to see what's going on there again. House Omega. And Viper Squad is eliminated. I'm not sure how they drove out there, but it didn't work out well for them. I thought they were going to grab that car, drive out without much fuss, but I was dead wrong. And now it is House Omega who pull up onto a very small hut over Hype Tour. Pleb G still with the high ground on this shanty town, shanty area. And what's left of Hype as well, Zeratix. Is there a player up on Zeratix? Hold on a minute. I thought there is indeed. It's Mubdi. No ways. Mubdi gets away. I thought Zeratix got wiped by Viper Squad, but in all the chaos, he managed to get away. And here we go. I mean, how this is going to end up, nobody knows. But it's solid Juno. Making use of the high ground. Getting some nice shots in. Oh, but it gets knocked by Gerki from an entirely different angle. And now, your brain is going to hopefully punish him. He does punish him, but he doesn't get a knock. A traded knock. But, is it Gerki? He's going to have to... No, it was Apricot. He's already boosted. He's got a nice FAMAS in his hand. And they're going to try to get up the edge here to get in. Pleb G not quite in. It's House Omega that are actually in a very nice spot now. Deathmog finds Mubdi on the edge, outer edge. And he's no more. So we have Deathmog and Rembo playing together, and they are two of the old members of a team called the Deadly Crows. And joining them today is Recognition and also Zero Maestro. They seem to make a very nice squad. But there's some action going on over here. It's Apricot versus... Oh no! Oh no, Hype is eliminated. I say oh no because he was going to fire the FAMAS and he only managed to fire one bullet. And that was it. Then he was knocked. So I hate it when that happens, when you have a OP gun and you kind of don't get a chance to... But Rembo has realized the space. He's realized the timing. And he's made himself be in the right place at the right time. Hype 2 is shooting from a long distance below. But if anybody can do this rather well, it might be Rembo. He's going to nade the smoke, presumably. We've got a solid tuna flanking on this side, and we're gonna have to see. Notice this because I think he's gonna possibly catch them offside. Okay, Miel. Oh, but it's solid tuna who finds Rainbow. I thought he might. Oh, and still Hype 2 are the thorn in the side here. Can he find another knock here? Oh, Solid Tuna got knocked by Dark One from range. Oh my word! What a flick shot! He does a 180, finds Coral, and puts him down. But he's trying to get his friend, and he's between a rock and a hard place because he's got Hype 2 on the one side, and he's got Omega on the other, and they did get that revive off on Rembo, and I think, yeah, that revives up as well. But KMEL, he knows this team is close to the tree. They're going to get that revive off. But now he gets shot from really far. He's lucky. It's on the wrong player. It was Zero Maestro. Gets a nice shot right into the bum cheek of Firestorm. Put a nade out this way. Does quite a bit of damage. 80 plus damage. But doesn't find the targets to knock them. It would have been a wipe if it did. But Pleb G are playing like absolute champs here. Flashing, shooting down. thought he nearly got Kamiel, but sorry, Tuna, but Tuna's still up. He does, however, get headshotted by Deathmark. He doesn't get tagged, he gets headshotted. And Kamiel uses the opportunity to quickly run in. Wow, we were okay, and it's what's left of Hype Tour and Omega that are going for this. Who would have thought the non-pre-made team being so dominant this evening, and they can't win it anymore, but they can surely play their best and up their score and show that they are a force to be reckoned with. Zero Meister in a very nice one.